Hello Internet, welcome back to our SnowRunner playthrough, or I don't know, checking it out. I don't want to say it's a playthrough and have people expect I'm going to play the whole game. Not that anyone's going to watch this anyway. So Steam aside, we are in our garage here, and the game is forcing us to go to Alaska, so I think we're going to our global map, to Alaska. The harsh Alaskan wilds were always a desirable, if difficult, target for many oil companies. These days, an oil tycoon by the name of Blackbird has laid their claim to a large deposit. Oh, words are hard. Of the black gold hidden deep under the showy plains. Snowy? Is that supposed to be snowy? I bet it's supposed to be snowy. Scattered with oil rigs and covered in an intricate web of petroleum lines, the region is still a constant source of new challenges for the company, and with them, employment for freelance truckers. Dispose of junk. What about Michigan? What's our regional... oh no, Michigan. First site constructed, drilling, operate... So we work for an oil company? Is that what we're doing in this game? I didn't even know. Okay, garage. Yes, jump to Northport. Cannot leave the garage while you do not have any retained trucks. How do I X to retain a truck? You have now placed the truck in storage. You are ready to travel. Go to the global map with Y. Yeah, I just did this. Access to one of the... Go ahead. Pop into Alaska. A lot of black spots on the map. That's okay. So we're going to the garage. This is your primary base of operations for the time being. Let's get inside. I would like to get a different truck stored in our garage, but I don't know how to do that. So we'll just jump to the garage. Because the thing is, you can only drive one truck at a time, and you can only get in another truck if you have a truck adjacent to it. So how do you get multiple trucks into the garage? Because your vehicle is still in storage. Go to the truck storage. See trucks. You can now deploy your retained vehicle. Yeah, but how do I get more trucks? 11 grand. Oh, to sell is 11 grand. Okay, deploy. Vehicle has been deployed. Let's leave the garage and explore Alaska. I was into the old thing though. Get me out of here. Welcome to Alaska. Now that you know the basics of the game, it's up to you to scout, accept contracts, upgrade or buy new vehicles, and conquer the wilderness. Completing contracts in Alaska may be tougher because of weather conditions. If you want to be more prepared, you're free to come back. Then why did you make me come here? Don't forget to scout uncharted areas in the map menu. Yeah, I didn't even want to come here, but you wouldn't let me go back to Michigan. You forced me to come to Alaska only to tell me that I should go back to Michigan. Oh. What is this? There's another truck here? Where's there another truck? Turn off your handbrake. We need to drive. Oh, it's slippery. It's slippy. Oh, geez. Okay. Oh, geez, Rick. Trailer store. No, it said there's a truck here. There's a trailer. Oh my god, it's so slippy. Drive on the ice. Knock these cones. I don't approve of cones. I have a real cone... I have an anti-cone rhetoric. Trailer discovered. Yeah, let's try to hitch to this trailer. We've never done this. Let's go in first person. How do we... how do people do this? I had a girlfriend who... Her father... She was a horse girl. I dated a lot of girls who were into the horse culture. So that looked... We knocked it down. Okay, so we should be close enough to attach... No suitable trailer. So this truck cannot accommodate... Well, it's a semi-trailer anyway, I guess. I probably should have just looked at it. Take me back. I don't want to be here. Take me back to Michigan. We were trying to get a lift kit on this vehicle so we could maybe tackle the swamp and upgrade our truck a little bit. Take me to the garage. How do I do this? How do I get in the garage? Park? I don't want to winch. I want to go in the garage. Is this not where I go? It's clearly where I go. This is where it started me. Okay, so we can do that. All right. I don't know what to think of that. So let's just, yeah, it says there's a truck. Okay, get rid of this. Zoom. I can't zoom in any further. It says there's a truck to my right. Maybe around the building. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this game. Little frustrations. Anyway, I had a girlfriend who's was very big into the horse culture. She had a horse, and she was in college for horse stuff. There's the garage. Okay. Oh, freaking camera. So let's go into the garage. Take me back. How do we store truck? Truck store? No, I don't want to buy a truck. I want to store. Retain. Yes. Okay. Global map. Back to Michigan. And discover the fuel state. No, I want... Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want from me. So how do I... Can I just pop into another truck? Okay, so we can store a truck and then jump to a different truck. I see. Okay. Well, that's convenient. In hindsight, maybe shouldn't have done this because this truck is not adequate for exploring. So, is there a way I can just jump to the garage? Is the next question. Garage entrance. I can't. Okay, can I jump to the other truck? You can. Okay, well that's really... It's out of fuel. Are you... So, in order... And its tires are flat. All of its tires are flat. Out of fuel. Can't start the engine. Oh, change truck. I would like to... I just want to drive a truck. So this is busted. What about this? Service trailer. Okay, not a truck. GMC. No, that's... I want garage entrance. Okay, so we can just jump around. Okay. All right, we're making progress here. Okay, trucks. How do I deploy? Yes. Oh my goodness. And we wanted to customize this, but everything's locked. Even though we found upgrade kits, it's not actually letting us upgrade the vehicle. Oh, it's cool. You can see the tires deform when I change this. That's interesting. So even though we found 31-inch, they appear identical. Rims are visual, tires are not. A number of tires that affect your grip on a variety of surfaces. Regular tire set provides great traction on the road, but nothing in dirt or mud. So what is the difference between these three? They're all the same size. They all have the same exact stats. Why would I pay $1,400 for... Okay. All-terrain. Off-road is good, whereas this is average, and mud is poor. So these would be better for mud. And if we're going to upgrade, we might as well go all the way to the best. Good, average, average, or good, average, average. Average, average, good, good, average. I think I'd rather have the mud benefit over the on-road. Because, like, I don't really care if it performs well on the road. All these are locked, huh? Okay. Well, we do have cash. So let's go ahead and upgrade our tires immediately. And we're going to get the ones that are good for mud. Yes. So if we get another truck, I think we can immediately put these tires on it. So that is good. Can't upgrade the engine. Can't upgrade the gearbox or suspension. The winch we can, but it's not. It's very expensive and I don't care. Frame add-ons. Why would I want this? Carrying supplies, fuel. So probably expands our fuel capacity. How do I... Fuel capacity 80? Okay. So not as much to upgrade as I would have thought. A snorkel. So if we get into the water, like the battery doesn't get wet or the engine doesn't get wet and everything, can still breathe, so to speak. Snorkel. Go ahead and turn off the handbrake. Anyway. Let's go. Let's not go back through the swamp because I don't trust the swamp. Do we have any contracts? Husky Forwarding, Dyson Diesel, or Steel River Township. Okay. Oh, God, there's so many. Okay, what about... Sure, farming tools. Local farm by the name of Matthew and Son need a shipment of tools for repairs. You should find the shipment near the garage, and I need to deliver a trailer. We don't have anything that can accommodate a big trailer, so is it a semi-trailer? It appears to be a semi-trailer, which we don't have the means to use that, because we can't fill or repair this other truck, which is the only flatbed, the only semi we've seen, because this other one has an integrated trailer. Where's the other one? Has an integrated trailer, and I don't think we can remove that. So yeah, unless this is an integrated trailer. Let's try something else. Power lines. Deliver to the fallen pole. Well, we'd have to go all the way out there, and it says Island Lake. Why don't we hit this watchtower? That can be something we can do right now. Oh, God. Okay. That's something we can do right now that will benefit. Oh, God. Just get on the road. There you go. We can do this right now. Oh, it's so finicky. And it will progress us in that direction. We could also hit this watchtower instead for now. Looks pretty muddy there. What's the other end look like? We'd have to come all the way. Also very muddy. This looks like the clearest way to come up, but it's a long drive. Why don't we do that? Go on a nice long drive here. And we'll come up here. No. Come up this way. These waypoints are very finicky. Just bear with me. Once we get to there, we'll know where we're going. So for now, we'll just do this. Just explore. We'll handle contracts later. And off we go. So I can definitely feel that this is worse than it was with the old tires on the road here. But again, we mainly got this for its benefit off-road, which we're going to be doing a lot of, I would imagine. Especially as we try to hit these various watchtowers. So, should be fine. I'm already not following the waypoints. Hopefully I'm going the right way. There's water on the road. Well, it looks like somebody drove through here. Or maybe that's just shadows. I think we can just go through and it will be fine. So let's just drive through the off... Okay, yep. Clipped the birch tree a little bit. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Everything's fine. Just off-roading in my truck. Classic. Anyway, yeah, so I was dating a girl who had a horse and worked, she was in horse school, basically, in equestrian studies, and she worked on, you know, a horse, a boarding center and things. We're in very deep mud. Go ahead and get me in a low gear and give me all-wheel drive, which we should have had on originally, since we were going through the forest anyway. Probably should have put on all-wheel. And she could not... we're off the ground with one of our tires. We made it. We made it. Go ahead and shift out of low gear. And so, of course, they need to transport her horse. So, basically, she lived in my area, but when she went to school, she was in a different state. So, basically, they had to transport her horse to the school where they would board them. You know, they got reduced rates because they were in the equestrian program, and so on and so forth. Man, there's a lot of mud. And I remember I went on that trip with them because I cared about her very much, and I really liked her family. Is this an upgrade thing? What is this? What are you doing? This is a task zone. You will enter it and accept the task to get additional information. Okay, what? The place beyond, show task. Place in the mountains not far away that has the most stunning views. I like to look up there from time to time. Why don't you take a look? Just try not to destroy everything getting up there. No, we already have our current plan. And that sounds like it might have like rocky terrain. So we would like a lift kit before we would start going over boulders and things. Assuming that's even something you do in this game. Probably is, right? Like, that seems like a thing. Anyway, I went on them with this trip, and of course her father needs to hitch the trailer to their truck, and I just do not comprehend how people can line up. Like, look at this. Look at the hitch. You see it's this small little ball in the center of the rear of the vehicle, and you're trying to get that over. Basically, it was a ball hitch, and you're trying to line that up with the little latch on the trailer so that it connects to the hitch in your truck. But the actual size of these objects is only a couple inches large, so the precision with which you have to back up in order to line up the trailer and the truck, and like, admittedly, you can wiggle a little bit, you know, if you're off like half an inch or an inch, you know, you can, you know, between multiple guys can lift the trailer a little bit, wiggle the trailer to get it to a position where you can actually lock it together. But like, the idea of using your mirrors and backing up with such precision that you hit that ball right in the spot it needs to be is just baffling to me. I don't understand how people do that on a regular basis. Truckers do it as well, but I think with truckers, they have better vision because they're higher up in the cab and they have a lot of very large mirrors. But on a regular truck like this, using your rear view and side mirrors to do that is like freaking impossible. I don't know how people do it. It's just crazy to me. I don't feel like going around. Let's just try. Delete all the waypoints. Let's just try to go up here. I think. Because it's right there. I don't want to drive way out of our way. And the goal of this game is off-roading. So let's see what we can do here. Yeah, it just baffles me how people are able to do that. Because, like, I drive for a living. I drive more in a year than most people do in like a decade, just like mileage wise, and I have to back up to things and whatever. But even like when I just come home from work, yeah, this is way easier than I thought. We might need to go into low gear at some point here, but this is going just fine, and we could lots of stuff to winch if we needed to winch our way up. I'm glad we went the shorter path. Rocks though. And even just when I park at my house and I back up like to the car behind me, I never get that close to the car. Even though I know precisely where the boundaries of my car are, I'm always afraid when I back up that I'm going to overthink it and back into the car behind me. So like, I'm always super nervous about that. Where's this watchtower? Oh, it's a ways up here. This is some terrain, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a road they've got going on. And I'm always paranoid about hitting the other car, so it's like I'm super nervous about that kind of stuff. And I just don't know how people are so precise with a giant motor vehicle. It's just a little baffling to me that people are capable of doing that. And like I said, I drive for a living. I probably have better control over my car than a lot of people do, because I just do it so much and I'm so used to doing it. Watchtower ahead. Yeah, we've already had that tutorial pop up. Watchtower open. Launch observation. I'm not sure what the stars are. I'm assuming they're like a currency for unlocking. Maybe experience. Okay. So we've launched observation. So we should have... I mean, what's even the point of this? There's nothing out here. Okay. There's an upgrade over here we might as well get while we're on this like side of the mountain anyway. And yeah. Then we want to hit this other watchtower, which we'll figure out once we get to this upgrade. So we're going back the way we came. So back it up. Back it up. I can definitely feel a difference. I know it's small. Can I rip this tree out of the ground? Use don't auto connect the winch. Attach winch. I want to attach the winch to this tiny tree. We can't. Okay. Okay. I thought maybe we could and we could just rip it out of the ground because it's so tiny and obviously not capable of supporting our vehicle. Get our headlights on as well. Oh, can't see where I'm going. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think just from driving as much as I do, I have better control over my vehicle than probably the average commuter does, because I drive like 3.5 to 6 hours a day every 7 days a week for like the last, I don't know, 5 years. You just get, and I often end up driving like 65 to 90 miles a night, depending on, oh, we don't want to go this way. Well, crap. There's water back here. We want to go up this trail. Back it up. Yeah, again, reverse is a low gear, so like, so it's easier to back up a lot of times than it would be to drive in drive. Obviously, if you're in low gear, it's a little bit different, but in regular, am I even going I am going the right way. It's hard to tell in first person because a lot of this is not very road-like. Quite a bit of mud here as well. And I can't see if this is a puddle. Just plow through it. I can't see. Am I supposed to drive on the rocks? I don't think so. I wanted to drive in first person for fun, but yeah, I think I'm supposed to go. I think you can go up and over the rock there, but I think why would I do that when I could just go around it like this? As long as we can get up the hill, which, again, we do have the winch to facilitate that if we need it. Okay, slow progress here. Get back up onto the road here if we can. Oh, I got the wheel in the air. Oh, don't flip her. Don't flip her. Don't roll the vehicle. Okay. Back on track. I don't know. It's just one of those things, where if you do something every day for a long time, you get progressively better at it. I think we go up now. And driving is definitely something like that. When I was 16, I was basically scared of my vehicle. I was, honestly, I had a lot of anxiety. My sister's like this too. My sister just now at like 26 finally got her license. I got mine when I was 18, I think. But like she was super, super nervous about driving a vehicle because it's a big, heavy vehicle. Raised suspension kit. We already found this and it didn't let us have it. Is available for installation, is available for purchase. We already found a lift kit, I thought, and it said I couldn't put it on this truck even though it had previously said it could be put on this truck. Honestly, I would love to drive this off the cliff, but I don't think we're going to do that. And if I were really driving this in real life, I would not back up all the way down this path, but since we have the wonderful God camera that is third person, we can do this pretty easily. Obviously, if we were doing this with our mirrors or with our head out the window, it would be a little bit scarier. So I think we should be able to cut across here. Yeah, there's a little bit of a path over here. Let's go back to first person. There we go. I do like driving in first person in video games. Pretty much every game. Like I grew up playing Forza or Forza or whatever you want to call it. I've had people tell me that the Italian Z is pronounced TH, and I've had people tell me that it's TZ, and I don't know who to believe. So I've always said Forza, but I don't know if that's true. Anyway, racing games growing up, I really do prefer driving in first person. It's very satisfying, especially when Forza added cockpits to the game. So like if you play Forza 1 or Forza 2, or I think they're called Forza Motorsport 1 and Forza Motorsport 2, they didn't have cockpits. So like when you were in the car, it was just blank space. It didn't show you the steering wheel, the dashboard, the like what we're seeing right now. And then it wasn't until Forza 3 or 4 that they added back it up. It doesn't look super deep. I'm concerned that once we get our tires in, it's of course going to be mud underneath, and once we sink in, the body of the truck will be submerged, which will like if your spark plugs get wet or whatever, your engine will stop working. It kind of looks like we could just go up here and come through. I don't really want to backtrack all that way. Let's see if we can off-road up over this hill. and into town. And probably don't want to be in first person for this. And once they added cockpits, those games were fantastic. Like, I've played, you know, if you counted up the hours that I've played the Forza 3, it's probably like 120 hours. Like, oh no! It's fine. Everything's fine. Totally fine. You didn't see that, internet. Everything went great. I'm a master of off-roading. This is all just a bad dream. You're just imagining things. I didn't roll my vehicle. Yeah, like Forza 3 alone, I probably had a couple hundred, like 100 hours into. And then Forza 4 was the same way. And then I played Horizon. I'm not really sure what we're hitched on. I think we got a rock underneath of us. So let's pull out the winch. This will be a lot easier in the light here. And honestly, if you can just pull me to one side, attach winch, and just pull us to this. Can't really see which one of these is the big tree, so we'll just hitch to one. See if it can pull me over off of whatever the obstacle is. Okay. Just tap it. So we should be good, I think. Yeah, I think we just got a rock underneath of us. So that was a shortcut, internet. That's how we take a shortcut where I'm from. And yeah, I played Forza Horizon, but those are like arcadey. They're not really simulation-y the way the original games are. And they haven't released like Forza Motorsport in a while. So it's been a lot of these like arcadey style racers. And they're good. Forza Horizon 2, I probably sank 30 hours into it. Which is not a lot, but is kind of a lot. Depends who you ask, I guess. Excuse me, madam, I'm just going to drive through your yard, Mrs. Hinkins. I hope that's okay. I mean, you didn't like this fence anyway. You're always screaming at your husband to fix this fence, so I'm just gonna take this out for you so you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's gonna knock down, just saved you thousands of dollars in contracting. So I'll just take a check, please. Thank you. Thank you kindly. So we are now officially back in town, which is great. We are at 27 minutes. I think I would like to hit the fuel station before we head out, because we're at like half capacity. So let's go refuel. We'll call the episode, then we'll run out to this other watchtower in the next episode. I don't know if this is fun to watch, internet. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this game. My thinking is that this is a very, again, when I saw this, I first thought like this looks like it could be a nice meditative game where I could just drive around and relax a little bit and have some commentary, which is what we've been doing. And I just don't know if people are going to like the game enough to deal with that. So go ahead and let me know what you think. It's certainly don't bump the gas station. I can't afford to pay for another gas station. I can't do it. And we're going to head off here. Well, let's just call the episode. So I don't know if people are going to like this. It's been fun so far, right? As long as the commentary holds out, as long as I got something to talk about, it should be fine. And if you think that that's an easy thing to do, you should try talking for like 3 hours uninterrupted with no one there to support you or give you topics. So it's harder than you think. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you did, maybe click that like button. Really helps me out. Helps put my content out there for more people. And yeah, I'll be back with a little bit more of SnowRunner in the near future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.